girl I used to know told me a story that her ex-husband used to wake up in the middle of the night because someone was tickling his feet. She told him that her dad used to tickle her and her sister's feet to wake them up for school in the morning. So when weird things started happening around the house, they would just say, "Knock it off, Dad," and it would stop. Well, one day, something happened in the kitchen, I don't remember what, and she said, "Knock it off, Dad," and as she was walking out the door, something growled in her ear, "I'm not your dad." They moved a few weeks later. So, this happened to me. One night, when I was driving home, I saw a ghost of a little boy that ran in front of my car, and because of that, I almost crashed. Now, that is not even the scariest part. When I told my mom about it, and where it happened, she told me of a dream she had when she was pregnant with me, and where she hit a little boy with her car on the same road and on the same spot, and when she got out to check on the boy, she said it was me. My small family and I used to live with my grandma since she has a fairly large house. She had the house since my mother was a little kid herself. My mother would tell me all these creepy things that would happen around the house. For instance, a shadow figure on the wall wearing a top hat would lay down on the shadow of the edge of the bed and take off his hat. Now, this happened to my mom as a kid, a few years before she actually finally told my grandma about it, and she had a priest come in to bless the house. She never saw the shadow man again. Now, I myself living there have always feared sleeping alone for some strange reason. I always felt eyes on me, and I suffered ultimate fear when my room was pitch black. I had a very overactive imagination, so my mind would sometimes manifest shapes and faces into the darkness surrounding me. So much so that I would actually hide under my covers for the entire night, and regardless of breathing in hot air all night and waking up having sweat out of what seemed like pits of sweat. And so, around 10 years ago, when I was maybe 12 or 13, I remember this night especially felt much worse. I don't know what was around me, but I felt so uneasy and felt intensely watched and had a very strong feeling that I wasn't alone in my room. I proceed to hide under my blanket again to prevent any possibility of seeing anything messed up with my own eyes. Now, unfortunately, it wasn't enough to defend my sanity against what happened next. After a few minutes of quivering under my blanket, hand to God, I undoubtedly felt the corner of my bed sink in as someone or something sat at the edge of the bed with me. How am I so sure nobody was there? Well, my plan was to run out of my room and into my parents' room. So when I lifted my blanket off, it was pitch black in my room and I was the only person in there. I had never felt so scared in my entire life. I am now 23 years old, and to this day, it's the scariest shit that I've ever experienced. It may not be as bad as other people have it, but it was so intense, believe me. Hi everyone. So, I know this is kinda new, not something really that I'd post, I know. But, I've been wanting to do this for a long time, so yeah, if you're new to the channel and think that I do this on a regular, no, this is actually my first time trying. But I really like it, and, voice, horror story narration is something I've been wanting to do for a very long time. So, let me know in the comments down below what you think. If you like it, I can definitely do more, of course. I'll upload more VR videos, but I wanted to test this out, and yeah. Thank you guys for watching and listening, and yeah, take care, and I'll see y'all later.